Why are you in my business?
And we live.
Oh, we live, y'all. We's live.
We's
Oh, we
live.
live?
We
We
live.
live
Oh, we
now.
live, y'all. We
We
live.
live. We live.
We's live now. Let me go on the YouTube so I can send it to folks. The people was asking.
Let me see how I can just like rock this. I don't know.
We live, people.
We live people.
Yeah, we live. Okay, we good. Oh damn. Okay, we looking good. All right.
We looking good?
We looking good. I'm looking at my hair a little. Oh, it's this side. Let me pull it to make it more
Oh,
even.
Lord.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm looking and I'm like, damn, my hair look. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Lord have
I'm getting my
Jesus
mercy.
hair
Worry
Christ.
about
braided.
this.
That's why I'm getting my hair
Now my
braided.
co-host worrying about his hair. Oh shit.
I had to make
Oh,
sure it was looking uneven. I got to be symmetrical.
did I just say oh shit? Was that clean?
That
Yeah,
was clean.
that was
Oh,
clean.
okay, okay.
As long as it's not the P, as long as it's not the P and the D, you good.
We
Oh,
good.
we ain't got no reason to say none of that, do we?
Mm-mm. We
Oh,
shouldn't have.
okay.
I don't know. People just got some stuff with them.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
So I
So
can't put nothing past anybody. So
let's get
today's
on with our
topic.
show. What we got going on today?
Well, today's topic is asking the question, right? Are virtual relationships the same as long distance relationships? In
Virtual?
virtual,
Okay.
like, well, how we are in a community of people on IG who are in relationships.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm asking the question: Do our do Instagram relationships kind of like are they valued or validated and so forth the same way as traditional or conventional relationship styles such as local and long distance? So
Not.
I wait before
Oh,
you
okay.
answer a question I didn't even get to yet ask, Mr. Twans. Okay. Mr. Twans. He just so daggone
He
excited.
ready. He
You
ready. He
know?
been waiting for
So
this.
here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. What constitutes a relationship? And I asked this question first because I want us to get like I want each of us to get an idea of how the other person looks at the idea of relationships so
Mm-hmm.
that when we move forward, we can, you know what I mean? We won't have that contention.
Yeah.
Right.
So, since you are like ready, go ahead, Twan. Age before beauty.
You know what, Trinity? Don't start
Huh?
it. Don't start it.
Huh?
I think, me personally, in my opinion, I think virtual relationship is not the same as relationship in person. Because if you haven't seen that person in person, or y'all may had a conversation for us over the phone, but it's nothing like having, or even over the internet. It's nothing like having a personal relationship for us, whereas though y'all can touch each other, or y'all can see each other every single day, or y'all can have that conversation that y'all wouldn't even have over the internet. You get where I'm coming from? So I think, as far as virtual and person relationship, I think it's, to me, it's totally different.
So then, okay. So what's the, but long distance relationships, right?
Virtual.
Hmm.
How is that different than virtual relationships?
Well, long distance relationship, I don't think is different. I don't think. Well, I don't think it's different either, because me personally, I think it's the same, because y'all still haven't seen each other in person. Y'all still don't have that connection, whereas though y'all would have in person. My bad. Hold on, y'all. Whereas though y'all won't have it in person. You know what I'm saying? When you talking to a person, or you get the chance to see that person's reaction far as in person than a long distance, me personally, I think it's way totally different than far as the connection.
So it's not your belief that someone can actually build a connection in the absence of physical physical you know what I'm saying? Like
Right. No, I think they can, but I don't think it's going to be the way it would be for us in person. You get where I'm coming from? Like, um, how can I put this? Talking to a person, talking to a person in person, you'll get a different. You'll get a different. To me, you'll get a different reaction. How about that? You'll get a different reaction. You get to see the person demeanor and everything for us in person than you get to see him for us doing the long distance.
So you're saying that you can get a better idea of who the person is, gauge them more appropriately when you're face to face because it's a more fuller experience of sorts. In
Yes.
other words, you get the body language, you get to really truly get a feel for them. There's
Right.
no hiding behind the camera or anything like that. It's like
Correct.
you get to know who you're with
Yeah.
because it's
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
I can get that. Now I know our boy Najee.
I know
You
now you're gonna say something different. I already know.
gonna be like you gonna be like get out your feelings.
Right.
Get out your
No,
feelings,
I tell
man.
people to connect to their feelings. Don't get out of them. Connect to them.
Oh my bad, my bad. See, that's what I
Connect to
get.
your feelings.
That's why I gotta stay in my lane. My bad. That's Najee lane right there.
Oh yeah, you good.
Uh,
You good. So the question, virtual and long distance, I think they're the same. What constitute a relationship is just a connection shared between two things. So, um, yeah. But my views on the two, I would say, I think they're the same thing. I've done long distance relationship and I've done like virtual
Oops.
relationships, which we started talking on IG and then we ended up meeting 6 months later. But it was like you never really know a person whether you're up close and personal with them or if you're through the virtual. Like it's one of those things where I'm learning that people change, people evolve, so the aspects of who you once thought they were don't actually always be the same person. So I think when it comes to um the difference between long distance and in person, I would say I feel like it's more of a fantasy with the long distance versus being in person. It still can still have that fantasy experience, but you're actually being forced to almost like see them for what they are. Um,
right.
yeah,
Okay.
see, it's not difficult. But what Shay said, it's difficult to hire all of you with a person in person. I think that's the thing with the in person. The comment
I
with
don't
the
see
in
nobody
person.
comments.
You
Somebody,
gotta hit. You gotta hit on comments.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
The in person thing, people still can hide who they are. That's why people be cheated on. That's why you keep
Exactly.
down low.
Yeah.
People, it's like I didn't know my husband was into guys. I didn't know my wife was in. Like it's one of those things where you never actually know all of a person because most people try to portray to be a certain way, especially when it comes to being in a relationship.
Yes, I believe what. Yeah, I agree with she say too.
Trinity, what you think?
Um, I think someone needs to dial 911.
That boy on that, yeah, boy.
Bad Trinity,
Someone please call
bad Trinity.
911. And look at this. I care about you, and that's how you treat me.
No, you know I love you, Trinity. Don't even start
Your love hurt. I don't like it.
it. You know what? I'm not playing with you today.
Yeah, you are. That's why
What's your
you're here.
what's
But
your what's your
my
take on it?
take um I believe that we should just really make our relationships our own, right?
Hmm.
And no matter okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this together and it's just making life for me worse. So you guys are gonna have to do with the Instagram part of this because I can't do the Instagram part because I'm having lighting issues, you
Lightning?
know.
You say
Light,
lightning?
light,
Oh,
light.
okay, 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 okay.
You
Okay.
know, the opposite to your darkness.
You know what?
Oh
My
God,
man just
don't,
sit. My man just sitting up there and not even helping me out. You
because
supposed to
he's
be helping me
smart.
out, God damn it.
He said
Me?
he said get in touch with that discomfort that you're
That
feeling
hey,
right now.
connect to that feeling that you associating to
There
her
you
causing you to
go.
feel.
See, you gotta know your opponent and your partner.
You
Twan.
know what? I'm not playing with either one of y'all. Go ahead.
Yes.
What's your thought, Trinity?
What's
so
your thoughts, Trinity?
so okay, so I did put a lot of I did, all jokingness aside, I did put a lot of thought to this, right? In that I had to ask myself, what constitutes a relationship? You know what I mean? Okay, let me see how this lighting is gonna go.
I like that
Yeah,
to me.
it sucks, but whatever. Um, your mother sucks. So,
Damn.
oh, right here. Hold on. No, I was just an idiot.
Where the
Ta-da!
hell?
All right, so I think that it's best to first define like what constitutes a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And for the most part, it's connection.
Mm-hmm.
So, does it matter how we connect? So, as long as we are getting that connection, you
Mm-hmm.
know, um, we have this proclivity to allow other people to dictate how we move, even though we desire everything that is unlike them. We don't take into consideration that what we want is something that we are the ones that must go after it. And it's because, well, only we know what it looked like. We know what it's imagined to feel like. So, with that being said, the question will then become for me.
See, she was on. She was ready. See, I ain't. That's crazy. She got all the notes and everything. We good.
Do virtual
That's
relation.
because she was taking notes through the week because she was so excited to do this stream today. So
Hey, I'm excited to be back.
yeah, pretty much.
The
Yeah, I
virtual.
was. I was. I
I
was.
already know. You already said something about it a couple of days ago.
Why you bring up old stuff again, Twan?
Stuck in the past. Man, like move
You
on.
know, right, we in the now.
I don't
We
know
in
what
the
y'all talking
now.
about.
That's what I'm talking about. So the question then begins to ask, do virtual relationships carry the same weight as conventional relationships?
No.
You want me to go for? Oh,
Go ahead, go
well,
ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Naj.
I would say they do. This is not now. I'm about to go into Najee mode because the only real relationship you're actually in is your relationship to yourself. So the virtual relationship that you're associating to the carrying the weight is really just how you're seeing that person, which is a direct reflection of how you see yourself. So I would say they do carry the same weight because it only exists in your head. And I think a lot of people get that confused because they think they're in a relationship with the person, but you're not actually in a relationship with that person. You're just relating to that person based on the things that you think y'all have in common. But most people aren't compatible because they don't know what common is because they're trauma bonding. But yeah, I think it does carry the same weight, to be honest, because it only exists in your head.
I like that.
Twan. Look at Twan.
No, I don't think both of them carry the same weight. Once again, because like I say, a long distance relationship. I mean, well, yeah, you can. Some people can get up and just go, but some people can't get up and go on the long listen on a long distance relationship. You can't just. Some people be wanting that. Sometimes you might want to get up and go over your girl house, or she might want to get up and come over your house. Y'all can't do that on no long distance relationship. Yeah, I mean, like if y'all want to go out or whatever, you gotta plan it to get out. Yeah, I mean, to get out, go out of town to go see that person, or that person gotta get out of town to come see you. What if that person works constantly? You understand what I'm saying? So, in a long distance relationship compared to a relationship that's in the region, I think it's totally different. I mean,
But we
everything.
talk about virtual though, not even long
Yeah,
distance. It's a
yeah.
Well,
virtual, like an
Like COVID.
Instagram. Uh, yeah.
well, virtual. I think. I think the same way. I think it's different because on the simple fact that y'all only got a relationship for us over the gram. Y'all don't have a relationship for us in person, whereas though a person, whereas though y'all two that's in the same area or whatever, y'all can have that relationship. But if y'all guys just got a relationship over the gram, what kind of relationship do y'all have? First of all, you know what I mean. To have over the Instagram, who first of all, who would agree with that? To have a
Oh,
relationship,
People do.
I
That's why
did,
this
bro.
is the
I
yeah.
was,
topic. He's right here. That dude right there.
I
That
did.
one.
Nah, you
Let,
had a relationship over the you had a relationship over the gram, Najee.
Weren't you paying
yeah,
attention? That's the first thing he said, boy.
it
What's
was
wrong
like
with
it
you?
was like a, well, it was like a relationship. I would, I don't
Mm.
believe in relationship, but I would say she was my girlfriend, and
Then that's a relationship.
yeah. So yeah, but I don't be like, hey, will you be my girlfriend? Like it's for me, it's like a natural. It just intertwines. But yeah,
Right. No,
I don't.
I get where you coming from. I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, far as in my eyes, I can't see myself having a relationship with someone over the Instagram. You know
Yeah, because you like to get freaky.
what I'm
Let me take my glasses off so I don't gotta hear this mess.
saying?
That's what it is. So I was like, yeah, I couldn't, man. Like I couldn't do it. Yeah, man, I couldn't. I
First of
couldn't.
He
all, first of all, I like to pull up. You know what I mean? I like to pull up. Fuck up. Forget all that. You know what I mean? I like to pull up. You know what I mean? Have a hug once in a while. You know what I mean? Grab on the cheeks or something. You know what I mean? I want to feel. I
Let
can't
me let me
feel
let me
over the
preface.
internet.
So in
I still
other
got.
words, what you just did, Tuan, is just gave us a picture of what Najee verbalized. Thank
Pretty
you.
much. He just confirmed what I was saying. But let me make sure I let it was an open relationship because yeah. So when the relationship that we had was open type of thing. So even though she was long distance, I still can move and groove and.
But let me ask you this, since you said that.
Mhm.
Well, hold it. She
If
said, I like what she said. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
go ahead, it's okay.
She said, depends on what you value in a relationship. What you mean by that? That's what I like to know.
Oh shit. She gonna jump on and say
Well,
what
I would think, you know, because I was thinking the same thing. So someone you,
If y'all
Tuan,
see me
you
cut the camera
value.
off, that's because I'm smoking. I'm sorry. If y'all see
you
me
you
cut the
good.
camera.
You good.
It's
We already
okay.
know. We already talked about this before we went live.
No,
I
What?
know.
not
You
y'all, but I'm
notice
just saying. I'm
he's
just
just
saying.
showing
Oh,
off right now. That's all. He's just showing off. But that's
oh,
okay. That's just Tuan
that
for
big
you.
ass.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, brag on
Okay.
Bragalicious. Go ahead.
Okay.
If y'all hear him coughing, he just
It's
he
not
just
COVID.
yeah, it's not to be.
You know
But
what?
you
Y'all
were about
ain't
to ask me
shit.
something. You say you was gonna ask me something, Trinity, or you?
Yeah. So let me ask you this, right? So you said that it was an open relationship.
Hmm.
Being as though it was an open relationship, would it have been in like if there was an opportunity for the relationship to be an open relationship and
Hmm.
she was in close proximity, would you have an open relationship with someone who's close to you, or do
Yeah,
you
we had an
simply
open relationship.
reserve?
We ended up moving together 6 months later, and we ended. It was always gonna be she had the freedom to do it, but that wasn't something she was in. Like she didn't want to do it, type of thing.
She chose not to.
That just wasn't her. But I was the type where I didn't really do it either until she kind of did it because I knew I would be more open, okay with it than she was, but she wasn't really gonna do it. So I was like, it's only so much waiting I can do, and pretty much,
No, I don't know. Did she do it first or did you do it first? Because you said there's so much waiting that you can do.
I did it first. But then when she did it, that's when I was like, oh damn, this is real. It's one thing to talk about it. It's one thing to talk about it, and then when
It's a
you
whole nother
actually
thing to actually experience it.
experience it, and it's like, oh damn, you about to spend the night over there for how long? 2 days. Oh, 2 days. Mm, damn. Oh, okay. You coming back Monday? Oh, you changed your mind. You don't want to come back Monday. You come back Thursday. Damn, you been over there 6 days for real. Okay. Hey, this is a part of the experience. I can't make her run for it. Hey, she's just doing it. So It was a learning experience for me for sure. But it's definitely one of those things. 10 out of 10, highly recommend everybody experience it because it will force you to force you to see and be with you. Yeah.
Honey, I don't need to experience that way to be with me. I'm gifted. I don't need to go that route. Okay. I have no problems being with me. I'm with me all day. Okay, at least up until 6:38 Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So yeah, I don't need to experience, this open relationship so I can, know what it feels like to be with myself. I knew what it felt like to be with myself when I was by myself and single for all those years.
Nah,
Um, but
it's
I know
different.
it's different when you got to, what makes it different when you got to actually experience what you conceptualized and
Hmm.
then realize it's not the same
It's not the same.
experience.
It's not the same experience at all. And that's what I had to
Yeah.
realize. And then it made me, it's almost like reading a book about boxing and then actually getting
Get
punched.
for punching your face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just one of those things where it don't hit the same. And then actually, when you experience it, and I think that's where, like, for me, that's when the trauma and then me comparing myself and my insecurities, that's kind of, it forced me to, like, damn, why am I tripping about this? And then there was an attachment to, I don't want her to leave because if she leaves, she might find somebody better. Then I'll be with me. And I don't want to be with me. So all that was coming up. And I'm like, you need to come home. You need to, I can't. And it's like, bruh, nah, she needs to live her life. So if you have that much of an attachment to her, then what's really going on with you? And it kind of forced me to kind of like, oh yeah, I need to figure this out for me. So being in close proximity of each other and seeing, no, I didn't change it because I don't really believe in relationships. Like I
You
don't believe.
can't read it like that, bro. We on live. You got to read it out loud. Like
Oh
you
my,
can't.
it's under in the comments though. See, it's
I
in the.
know, but you took it upon yourself, so you got to follow through.
You're right. So being in close proximity to each other and seeing it happen in person did it change the relationship. It it did change the relationship when I was in my feelings, but then when I got out of my feelings, it was like, nah, she was my dog. We were cool. So it's just like anytime it's the triggering of her leaving, the abandonment, me feeling like I'm not good enough, the little boy inside of me that was comparing her relationship to the dude to my relationship to my little brother, and me feeling like my parents always chose him over me. So her leaving is her choosing him over me, and that's what was being triggered. So it was like one of those things where when I was in it, yeah, I was like, I hate you. You're the reason I'm feeling this way. But when I was out of it, I realized like, nah, she ain't doing nothing. She's still my dog.
Okay, so you were able to connect some unresolved childhood injuries. I don't want to say trauma, right?
It just hurt. Yeah, it hurt.
Yeah, it just little childhood boo boos, right?
Yeah,
Little childhood injuries, right?
mm-hmm,
And you were able to connect that with your fears
mm-hmm,
of having someone overlook you
mm-hmm,
and not choose you,
mm-hmm,
which is kind of worse in my opinion than being rejected.
mm-hmm,
Because when you're rejected, you were just discarded from the beginning,
mm-hmm,
right? So you don't have that time to emotionally invest into that person or into the relationship or even into the situation. So when someone like chooses someone else over you, now that has you questioning your adequacy.
mm-hmm,
You begin as a man to question your manhood,
mm-hmm,
your ability to satisfy,
mm-hmm,
your ability to be able to, carry out your machismo
mm-hmm.
duties or self or so forth. I can see that. And it's not a thing of where it's insecure, where it's just simply insecurity. It's a
Yeah,
thing of where you are questioning your whole entire existence.
yeah. And when I say the insecurity, it was me not feeling safe in my body. So I felt unstable, emotionally unstable. So I felt internally insecure. I didn't feel secure within. So and that's when the thoughts started coming up about this and about this. Maybe I wasn't good enough. Maybe he is the better. Maybe she is going to. It was to distract me from how I was actually feeling inside, which was hurt. But the reality of it is, she actually didn't hurt me because all she did was leave. But she was coming back. So me feeling like I'm hurt based on her leaving, that feeling was not attached to her. That
Is we
feeling was
talking about the
attached
same
to,
thing?
huh?
Is we still talking about the same thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Well,
yeah.
yeah, we're yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we're talking
yeah.
about the same thing.
Structure
That's
of it.
the same pin.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
just, I'm just,
My
I'm
bad.
just,
My
I'm
bad,
just
son. My
diving
bad.
deep because I had questions.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It
Yeah,
was
my
me.
bad. But go ahead, Nasir.
Oh yeah,
My
you
bad.
got. It was me realizing, and then it wasn't just that relationship. It was the relationship I had to the next person after that, who I was trauma bonding because she knew my ex. So then we were like, and she had broke up with her ex, so we were like bashing each other's exes, and we were coming together like, oh, we're so amazing for it. So it's just understanding the dynamics and how things work. But it was really just me learning that she wasn't responsible for how I was feeling and the hurt that I was trying to put onto her. She didn't actually cause me to feel. It was my mom or somebody who actually did hurt me, but that was based on childhood.
That manifested into this real time space reality,
Mm-hmm.
under the guise of something else,
Mm-hmm.
because you're no longer telling the true story.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're simply making them up as you go, according to the circumstances and situations in the moment, and
Mm-hmm.
then you tie them into how you're feeling, and
Mm-hmm.
then with that, you now
You know.
have a whole narrative that doesn't even really exist. You're simply making it up.
Yep, it's the
and
fantasy.
and, 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 it's, and it's to protect yourself,
Your mind
because
has
the
to do
more,
it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because the more you tell yourself the story, now you're preparing yourself to no longer get hurt, because
Mm-hmm.
you have your guards up, which means that you're not truly tapping into the feeling,
Mm-hmm.
the sensation, that energy flow, because the story that you associate and affix to it, it
Mm-hmm.
it taints and pollutes the whole entire experience.
100%. And
Did
that's
the
exactly what your mind has to do, almost as a way to distract you from how you feel. Because as kids, when you can't run, you can't freeze, you can't faint, you can't find, you disassociate. And a
Yeah.
disassociation is almost like your unconscious or your conscious mind taking your unconscious mind taking your conscious mind out of that experience. That's why most people don't realize it lives trauma and the hurt lives inside of your body. Your mind can't feel. So your mind has to create stories as a way to distract you from how you feel. And most people don't realize there's a bodily sensation that you feel first, which triggers the thoughts. But as long as you're paying attention to the thoughts, you're not actually in your body, you're in your head. And that's what your mind is trying to do, trying to protect you from how you feel.
See, I pay attention to everything. Everything, everything.
I knew it.
Hey, that's funny. That's you
Hey,
got to.
did the young lady answer my question though?
Not yet. Let
Oh,
me
okay,
ask.
okay.
Let me see.
No, she haven't answered it yet.
Be in close proximity to each other and seeing it happen in person to the. Oh, that was the last one.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right, so we got three people in here. Well, first, let me say welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to the show. Can't even say welcome to the live, right? Really? Did we just do the little corneo?
The heart? What you mean corny? It's all backwards though. That's why I had to let me change it.
Yeah, something else, man.
Hey, I'll yeah,
I'm glad the show is back though. I'm definitely glad the show is back. Definitely back.
yeah,
Me too.
me too. We can
Me
have
too.
some
We just gotta keep up with it, Trinity.
fun. Damn, damn, he really just did that. Boom, boom. He could have.
I
You
had to do
felt
that
that,
one.
right? Did you feel the
I,
aftershock?
I had to do that one.
Then
She
he found
responded
out
to him.
he pulled a me on me, and I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, he didn't even have to. He could have said, "I'm glad to be back," and just cut it. He was like,
Nope, not Twan. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
No, no.
you know I
Twan,
gotta
she
you know I gotta
responded.
set it off.
Don't encourage him at the laughter, Twan.
That's so funny.
Najee,
Hey,
what's wrong with
it's
you?
starting to kick in for me, so I'm on y'all level now. We good. See, that's what I'm saying. I had to take mine, and I'm good now. Twan, she
And
said,
see,
"Well,
and this is why I keep my camera off on IG. I can feel my facial expressions, and it's like, oh damn it, they saw that, you know.
Hmm.
you got to be paying
Definitely
attention."
saw
But the
that.
people, you good. But Twan, she responded. She said, "My response to Twan was that some people value." Oh, she did.
Oh, okay.
Some
Some
folks
people
value.
value companionship, and others value conversation. One
Oh, okay, okay.
requires in person interaction, and the other can be done virtually. Yeah, I was thinking that it all depends. Like, so for someone like Twan, whose love language clearly is quality time,
And touch,
right? And
but not.
physical touch,
Yeah,
right?
don't
You
forget
know,
the
you
touch.
have to be in close proximity because that's what he expressed without saying, but he said it in his cleanest way possible for being
I
Twan.
mean,
I
because
appreciate you. Don't mess it up with words.
no, no, no,
Whereas,
no, no. I'm not gonna mess it up. What I'm saying is,
oh,
you know what I mean,
it,
any person. I mean, for if a person do a long distance relationship, that's because I mean, for the virtual relationship, that's because they can do that. Let's put that out there. They can do that. You know what I mean? I, me personally, I don't think a virtual relationship will actually work more than an in-person relationship because y'all only having really like virtual like conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Y'all not having no physical conversation or even physical contact with one another, nothing like that. Y'all just having a virtual conversation. That's it. And so y'all may get to know each other for conversation and over the internet or whatever, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not like getting to know someone in person. You get what I'm saying? When you know them,
yeah.
Yeah.
when you when you get to know that person, as far as in person, then you really know, you know what I mean, the ins and out, the means, and all that other good shit that you need to know about that person. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because you'll know how to go about certain things and stuff like that. You really can't know how to go about certain things on the internet. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say to me it's totally different, and that's why I couldn't do no virtual relationship or anything like that. I couldn't do that.
Yeah. That makes sense. When I did the second one, it was interesting because a lot of the times the idea of who that person thinks you represent and who you are is not the. I remember she would send me stuff and she was like, "I can see you doing this," and I'm like, "You could, because I sure can't." Like that's not something I'll be into, but okay. But it was like one of those things where it was almost like I had fantasized about the idea of who she was, and she almost like had fantasized about the idea of who I was. So then when we actually came together, it was like oh damn, I don't really know if I can be into this. Like, oh damn, I didn't really know. Oh, you did that. Oh, you're not this. Because how I am on the internet and the healing with not and how we the conversations where they were always like deep, but in how
Mm-hmm.
I am in person, I'm human. Like I like to have fun more than I like to be deep. It's just naturally I am a deep person.
Right.
But her
Okay.
experiencing me on like the fun, like I'm just chilling, just vibing. We can take an edible and get high and just chill. It was like oh damn, here I am thinking you're constantly healing with Najee, always deep, and we're gonna have these deep conversations. I'm like, nah, I just be chilling for the most part. So that was like a separation because who she thought I was
Didn't align with who you really were.
who I really was.
Right. Exactly.
And
So
that's
that,
kind of vice versa with
that
me and
so
me.
So
that's the reason
so
why.
so how? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Twan.
No,
Mhm,
I was just saying that's why I think it's like it's totally different from the connection because she would think one way, and like Nadia said, she would think one way, but when you in person, you know what I mean, you're a wholly totally different person than from the internet.
mhm,
You know what I mean? You currently wholly totally different, especially when like you get around your peoples and you going out or whatever. Like Nigel said, you like to have fun. I like.
mhm,
Don't get me wrong. I like to have fun too. You know what I'm saying? When I go out, y'all see when I post the pictures and stuff like that. I like to have fun. You know what I mean? Because I'm with my family.
mhm,
I can be who I am. Even
mhm,
when even when I'm around my niggas or whoever, I can be who I am. I don't have to not necessarily put on this image
mhm,
or
Facade.
or this facade or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when you meet a female, you know what I mean, you don't want to give her everything all at once.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? You just want to give her something here and there so so she'll know what to expect. So
mhm,
when y'all go out the next time or y'all go out and hang out, I mean, she know what to expect. She know where it's at with it. You know what I mean? Then she'll start accepting more and more as it comes. You know what I'm saying? Not just over the internet, and then she see you one way, and then when she actually really see you in person, then you doing this and doing that, she be like, hold the fuck up.
mhm.
I ain't seen none of this shit. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I don't. That's because we was always on the internet. We wasn't in person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's why I say it's totally different from that perspective. But I get what the young lady was saying. I understand where she was coming from, as far as on her perspective, and how she was saying it, and how she may look at it. But it's totally different when you put
Or
two
face
and
to
two
face.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she said, so Leah says from experience, even in person, people can hide parts of themselves. It'll
Mm-hmm.
take time for it to surface, but they hide. And I agree. But however, one thing I know for certain, two things for sure, right? Because I'm asked backwards. That's why I said it backwards. Is this:
Mm-hmm.
you could only get to know somebody when you live with them.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
If you live next door to them, that's not the same
Mm-mm.
because they have an escape route. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? You need to see how somebody gets when they are angry
Bingo.
and have no way out. You have to see how someone responds to stress factors that they may feel as if they're stuck between a rock and a hard place and no way up. You
Mm-hmm.
know? You need to see how someone responds to you when you're angry
Mm-hmm.
and respond to you when you're sad and down.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
the only time you get to really know someone is when you live with them and they have no way out and there's nothing to do but to express.
And I learned that the hard way. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? I learned that shit the hard way.
Yeah.
So y'all better take heed to what she's saying. Cause when you start living with a person, oh Lord, have mercy.
Yo, why am I getting Bernie Mac feel out over this chart?
God
Man, I
damn.
felt Bernie Mac's spirit come up into his
No,
soul.
Yeah, I say,
Cause Bernie Mac will tell you the same goddamn thing too. Shit, do not. I mean, listen. When you move in with a person, just be cautious. I'm gonna tell you that now. Cause nigga, Lord have mercy. What I know now, shit, I would have kept that place on the other side. You know what
He
I mean?
been,
I would have
yo,
never gave up that other
oh,
place. That
oh
other place
man.
would have been still right there waiting
Oh,
on a nigga.
I
Cause
gotta take
soon,
my
cause soon as you mess
man.
up, as soon as you mess up, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, no, sir. You better not go in here first, everything, and not nothing to back up on. Because if you go here first and everything and things don't work out, oh man, Lord have mercy. I had to fight, scratch, and claw to get back where I was.
Hey,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel you.
And
Hey.
now you know what I'm talking about. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Trinity. You know what I'm saying? So to get back to where I'm at now and to compare to where I was 2, 3 years ago, I will never make that mistake again.
That,
Never.
bro, man, that's what I tell people. It's so interesting because we don't know. We live in a society where they don't teach us the truth about like relationships, and we focus more on the idea of the fantasy of this person being a certain way versus the reality of who
Mm-hmm.
they actually are. The reality of who a person really is watch how they treat you when they get triggered, especially if they think you're like the opposition or you're the reason you causing me pain. Like you see a completely different version of people, and it's like, damn,
You're
you
right.
at once y'all was best friends and fighting and scrapping all because they went through your phone. Like, bro, it's the smallest thing ticks them off, and it's like, damn, you.
Yo,
This is how you really been feeling.
I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. I feel like that was the worst mistake I ever made in my whole entire life. Of 47 years of living, I feel like that's the whole mistake. That's the worst mistake that I made in my life. You know what I mean? By moving in, holding on to the place at first was like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and give it up because I
Mhm,
was wasting too much money. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Paying for this, paying for that, and paying for this over here and shit like that. And I'm more over here than I'm over there. But at the
Yeah.
same time, when that person act up, I can pound. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Go ahead and up. I go into my own spot. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Lay
Hmm.
and be comfortable.
Hmm.
and which is I should have kept it, and everybody kept telling me, keep it, keep it. And I ain't keep that shit. I learned the hard way. I would never do that again. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause like she said, when you never know someone until you move in with them. And when you
Mhm.
move in with them and you first, y'all good when you got your place, if she got her place, and y'all going to snack, she good. But soon as y'all move in, nigga, she turned into Freddy Krueger. You like, hold the fuck up, where the fuck this come from? You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't see all this at first.
Did you
Where
say
the fuck did
Freddy
that?
Krueger? Wait, did
Yeah,
you
'cause you know what I mean
did
that
you
nigga
go back to
transformed.
Freddy Krueger?
That nigga transformed for a second. I'm like, hold up. Where that come? Where that
Man,
come from? I didn't see all this.
because
So yeah, nah, I
hey,
ain't.
that's why I
Don't do
learned.
it.
I don't do relationships because people can't hide who they actually are if they don't feel like you're in a relation. Just show up and be you. And the thing is too, I learned it's the questions you ask people. Like I learned, I tell people I don't want to get to know you. I'm trying to understand you. So I'm gonna
Right.
ask questions to better understand you. Most people don't even know why they're doing what they're doing, but yet they're doing
Mm-hmm.
it. So we think we are connecting with a person, but then you get their mama, you get their daddy's traits, you get their best friend's traits. Especially when you move in with them, you start to see who they really are and the makeup and who they identify with as them, and you're like, oh damn, I didn't know you would act that way. Oh, I didn't know you moved like I didn't know. It's
Mm-hmm.
like oh damn, you're not the person who I thought you was because I didn't actually take the time to get to know you. I just painted a picture of who I wanted you to be based on the fantasy of you playing this role and helping me escape. But the
Right.
reality of it
Oh, oh, I'm sorry,
is, oh,
but with you saying that, they are building this fantasy of who they want the individual to be. Do you think that virtual relationships do you believe that virtual relationships, right? Do
uh-huh.
you think that creates a safe space for that to occur? Welcome, commercial.
What up? What up?
Wait, can you ask? Do I believe virtual relationships
Relationships create the safe space for those individuals to create an
benefit?
illusion of an individual.
100, 100%. Like I know personally, 100%. But even I realized too, even being close to a person, you because in the beginning that dopamine is rushing, they start to do stuff, but you think it's cute. But realistically, you know you don't like it, but it's like, oh, she could do that because, bro, she fine enough, or she could do that because she know how to move and groove. She earned it. Certain people could get away with certain stuff based on the relationship you have, but once you really start to get almost like tired of that certain stuff where the value ain't hitting the same, then that fantasy is gone. And I think
Yeah, you don't need, nah, you ain't getting away nothing with me no more. No. You only getting one motherfucking strike and one strike only. Once you strike out, that's your ass. You done about your motherfucking business. I don't even want no problems. Go ahead about your business. I'll holler at you later. We don't even need to finish this conversation, none of that shit. Cause I lie to you not. This young lady, right? Get she hit me with the I honestly I had went to Philly and she hit me with the I went to sleep shit, right?
mhm.
All right. I let her cool, let her get away with that. But don't think you gonna hit me with that twice. You understand what I'm saying? She tried to hit me with that shit twice. Oh no, you good. I holler at you later. She tried to hit me the other day talking about when we going out. Oh no, that's dead. You ain't gotta worry about that. We ain't going out none of that. What you mean? Cause I went to yeah, yeah. You say you went to sleep? Okay, stay asleep. I'm going. I'm about my
Wait,
business.
wait, was she supposed to? Were y'all supposed to hang out the night she went to sleep? Or
Yeah.
oh, okay, I get it. I
Yeah.
get it.
No, I'll holler at you later.
2 nights in a row, especially if you really want to hang out with a person.
You're gonna
Yeah,
make that time. You're
yeah,
Mm,
gonna make
yeah,
that
that's
time.
and that's what I
yeah,
said. Yeah,
yeah,
and that's what
Yeah.
I said. No, we ain't gonna
yeah.
keep playing that game. And then now you see everything else because I'm always on the internet all the time. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
you see everything else. Now you want to hang out. Oh no, I'm good. I'll holler at you later. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm gonna
Oh
go
yeah,
and hang out over
yeah,
here.
yeah. Mhm.
So you only getting one strike. One. You strike out, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Keep it pushing. I holler at you. I ain't got
Oh,
time for all that.
That's
Well,
funny.
Twan,
My
don't hold
wife taught me
back.
a lot.
Tell us how you really feel.
You said your what?
I did. My wife taught me. My wife taught me a lot. Never again. Never, never, never.
You said your
but
life or your wife?
his wife,
Yeah,
his wife.
she taught me a lot. Never again. That's where the fuck she where she at. I don't fuck with her. Won't never fuck with her. Don't talk to her. Don't speak to her. Don't crowd with. No, none of that shit. If you in the same place we going, I'm going this way. While you no, we ain't got no rap. I don't fuck with you.
Damn.
That's
Okay.
just plain and simple. And that goes for any goddamn body else feel like they want to try to run game or try to do all this other extra shit. Try to talk. I holler at you later. I ain't got time for it. On
Twan
to the
said
next.
no
No time
business.
for it. No time for it. He
Yeah.
has no time for it. Commercial, welcome.
What's
How
Welcome.
are
up?
you?
All right. I appreciate y'all having me. How's everybody doing today?
What's going
Doing
on,
great.
bro? How you doing?
Man, I can't call it.
Well, we're
Chilling.
all
No
doing
complaints.
well. Well, it's nice to have you here. The question that you came in on, that Twan went Twanlistic on. He went Twanlistic over here, but that's okay. I forgive him. Um, do virtual relationships for you carry the same weight as conventional relationships?
Nope. Full stop.
Okay, and
Um,
and
I
and
know
if
I
you
ain't
don't
crazy.
mind, can you, Twan?
Huh? I'm
You,
just saying, I know I ain't crazy. But the man agree with me. So go ahead, finish what I'm saying. I'm saying. No, go ahead. I'm fucking around, y'all. Go ahead.
only thing virtual relationships or long distance relationships really to me is no different. Is it gives more wiggle room for deception.
Mm,
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 Because when you're not in someone's physical presence, then they
mm.
can present themselves in any kind of fashion. You have to believe what they're verbally telling you. Versus if
Hey,
you
man.
are in a conventional relationship, you can see and ascertain the situation with your own eyes. You know, somebody can tell you anything, but they doing the opposite. You can be like, oh no, you're lying. But if you can't see them, then you got like that's what you have to like. It's literally blind trust,
Mm-hmm.
and just the
is
human
it is
nature.
it
If you
is it trust or gullibility at that point? Like, do you
well,
really do these people really trust each other?
But
uh,
even in the same token, that as well. But it's the same with being in person. I would say.
No, no, that's elected for punishment.
I think until you like Trinity said and Twan, until you move in with the person and actually really understand them, I don't think even virtual or I think it'll all be a deception whether until you get to the point of actually living with one
Well,
another.
no,
Yeah,
people can live with somebody and still don't trust them. I mean,
shit.
sleep
That's
with
That's true.
them at the same night. So
Hmm.
trust is
That's true.
not privy to,
Closeness,
proximity.
proximity. Hmm.
no.
once you
Yeah.
once you move in with. That's when you know you fucked up.
But
That's just plain and simple.
it's
You know
it's
you
it's
fucked up.
it's just really more about like I said, just having the eyes on the person to be able to see their
Hmm.
nuances. Because at the end of the day, no one is perfect. Everyone has some type of imperfections, and it's better to be transparent about those imperfections with your partner versus hiding them. And being in long distance or virtual relationships make it easier to hide because it's like, well, I don't have to divulge this information, so why would I?
Mm-hmm.
Where if you're in a physical relationship with the person, they're not going to have any choice but to showcase their flaws. And that's what a relationship is about. It's about refining each other and being a mirror reflection so you can hold each other accountable to become better people. At least that's what it should be.
Shit, nobody know. Certain people don't know how to accept shit like that. They be very blind to all their bullshit. But look at all your shit.
Oh, yeah.
But hold on, I got a question though. I don't mean to change something, but I got a question.
Hmm.
Why us men, right?
Hmm.
And I'm gonna say us men because I don't want nobody to think, well, you didn't. No, I'm gonna say us men.
Hmm.
Why the hell we always moving in with them? Why the hell they ain't moving in with us?
That's
Wait,
a good
Man,
question.
wait. Why did you move? That's
Why
crazy.
we always
Now
why
that I
we
think about it,
always
you're
moving
right.
why we always moving in with them? Why they don't never move in with us?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because women want a sense of security in the form that they can tell you to leave
Mm-hmm.
when they're done with you.
Yep.
Versus,
But shouldn't the man provide that sense of security?
well,
So hold on. I'm not debating. I'm just tickling the intellect right now,
no,
right?
for sure. I understand where the question's
Um
coming from.
yeah. So like if the man is to provide the security but allows the woman to gain it for herself, then doesn't that diminish his position as a security person just by moving in with her?
That's a good question. So, but this is the issue that collectively we're all facing, and it really goes back to me what you were talking about, the trust and gullibility. Society has brainwashed us into this new norm, and a lot of men have been forced to capitulate with these societal norms. So what that looks like is blind trust, because if I don't, then what am I? Then I'm a misogynist, right? So, but then by you saying, what is that gullibility? It absolutely is. But that's why men are in the position that they're in now, where they're like, you know what, fuck that. I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe no more. You got me once, shame on me. But, you can't fool me twice. So,
Yeah.
because we've accepted these new norms, it's put us in a position to where we've given away our leverage and power and authority as men.
Mm-hmm. I can agree with that.
So the reason why men are not having women move in with them of is because, well, it's a shift of power that the man relinquishes, gives up to the woman to be with her because he wants to give her that sense of security and doesn't want to seem like a misogynist and want to impose upon her and say, listen, I'm your security, when that's not going to ever be a thing that is going to be accepted by that woman. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm. That's interesting because I think a lot of times with that, I think the males lack the security as well to even want to do that for her, if that makes sense. Because I think if a guy is secure in himself, I think the security that the woman is seeking is coming from the knowledge that that guy is able to teach her. So she's going to be willing to listen. So
But
I think.
shit.
Mhm.
No, go ahead now. Go ahead now. My bad.
So I think if the guy is able to teach the woman and help her understand herself in the ways in which she never learned, her security becomes more into within herself. So
Mm.
now she's able to come and connect to that guy because energetically she feels safe because she understands that guy is not there to hurt her. I think a lot of times when it comes to relationships and guys pursuing women, the guy don't really have an idea of who he is. So he's having this aspects of what he wants a woman to be, but never who he has to be in order to experience the woman that he wants. So they fantasize about having certain experiences, not realizing, and you fantasize about having those certain experiences. You're not actually taking the time to understand who she is and get to know her for her. You're becoming attached to the idea of who you want her to be according to that fantasy.
Mm.
And I think that's
Okay.
where the security, the lack of security, because now the guy is trying to prove himself, but really he's trying to prove himself because he don't feel like he's worthy enough based on the fantasy of who the pedestal he put that woman on. That's why he's moving from his house to be with her.
I understand that, but at the same time, they need to make sure they need to make sure the men have security as well too.
The women needs to make sure the man has security.
Yeah, as
And
well.
and what would that security look like? What should that security look like for a woman
Not come
who
with
may
that.
never
Don't be a
Not come.
saboteur.
Yeah,
huh?
not be a servitor, and not with that bullshit talk about, because every woman a man moves with, right? What she come out with when she get mad with you?
Get
Get
out.
out. That's the famous. That's the famous number one word. If you don't get out, they'll go down the goddamn police department, get a
I'm gonna call it out.
restraining,
Yeah,
get this, get you evicted from the house or whatever. What they call that, protective order and all this other shit, and say this and say that. At the same time, when men do decide to give up their spot to move in with a woman got to make sure, even though the woman want to feel secure, the man want to feel secure too. Make sure, you know what I mean, he ain't giving up his shit for some bullshit.
Yep.
You
And
understand what I'm saying? But
I
go
want,
ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go
I
ahead.
just want to say, like about a little over 10 years ago, I used to ask women this, um, because of the times that we're in. If you have a castle and I have a castle, then if we get together, whose castle are we going to live in? So the question really is, how did we get to this point of being an individual first and then trying to get into relationships versus growing together within the relationship for a common objective? Because if we both are starting from a point where we have a common goal, then it's not going to matter where we live because we know it's temporary.
Mhm.
I think the best way to get to that place is for the woman to trust herself in knowing that she picked the right one this time, because she's going in knowing this time what she was not aware of the last time, which is why it ended that way. But I
But
think that we have this misplaced distrust where we believe that we don't trust the men. But what we're really expressing and demonstrating is that we don't trust our own decision making, because our past experience has proven that, well, it just never ends right.
Mhm.
I was
And,
just going to
And
say
that's
that I was just going to say that about as far as the past, because they will bring their past history to their present. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, it's downhill right then and there when you
Yeah.
start doing that. You know what I mean? Because you bring in your past. Because all right, let's just say, like I say, you never know a person until y'all move in together, right?
Mm-hmm.
facts.
Once y'all move in together, let's just say you do something that reminds her of what he had done,
a trigger.
but you may look at it as not that serious. You understand what I'm saying? May like go outside or go out or whatever. But you may look at it as not that serious, but she look at it that shit as serious as the motherfucker because yo did this shit, and now she's bringing her past to her previous. Some
Mm-hmm.
people, when they get into relationships, they be getting into relationships because they want a motherfucker there because they can't be alone.
Mhm.
But they ain't take that time out. They ain't take that time out to get past the present, the past,
Mhm.
for them to move on to the future. But you know what I mean? Some of them just take that shit and just move on straight to on to the future, and you dragging that shit on to the next person who ain't got shit to do with it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Then your relationship right there and there gone downhill within a year to whatever. But some niggas might look
Facts.
at it. Some niggas may look at it like I see something in her, cause I'm one of them type of niggas would say some shit like that. I see something in her. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can get past that. You know what I mean? And see if we
Whew.
can work on. Let her know though, but see if we can get past that situation. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't get past that shit, and that shit keep constantly happening, that shit going downhill. So what's the use? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I used to be like that. I think I just cured myself of that. Because I don't. It doesn't matter what I see in you. If you don't see it in yourself, it can't be cultivated.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's one of those things where when people realize like potential is a limitation that we place on people based on the idea of what they could become. It's not real though. But it's like the limited version of them because we don't realize the projection that we're placing on them is pretty much what we're seeing in ourselves, which is a reflection of us. So it's like I'm reflecting that you can be a better version of me if you apply these things. not realizing they can never be a better version of you, because the version of you that you want them to be, they can't be that because it's you, it's not them. And I
Right.
think a lot of times we misunderstand that, because that's why I think people don't actually get into relationships to experience and actually accept one another. We get into relationships as a way to escape from being with ourselves, because we don't accept all aspects of us. So now we're wanting somebody else to accept all of us, but we're not even accepting all of us. And it's like, it don't
Facts.
make sense. And then when they do show them accepting us, we can't receive it because we don't even accept ourselves. So it's always like you're always going to be at turmoil, because even if, like, if I was to give you everything you ever wanted and you don't feel like you're enough within yourself, you won't be able to receive everything I'm giving you, because you still feel like it's not enough, because it's your relationship to yourself. And I think we don't take the time to actually focus on our relationships to ourselves, because we've been taught by society that get into a relationship, you have the white picket fence, you have the fantasy fairy tale experience, the wedding, you have all of that. And it's like, that's not real. Like, it's not a Disney movie. This is real life, real experiences. You go through real life things. And most people can't process and regulate their own emotions, so they can't show up and be a safe space for you. And then us wanting the other person to show up and be a safe space for us, and them wanting them to us to show up and be a safe space for them, it won't work, because nobody, y'all reflecting one another. Y'all not safe. But that's why we try to, oh, I can get the potential. She got the potential. And it's like, nah, when you see the potential in the person, that means you're not accepting them for where they're at.
That's
Right.
facts.
That's fact.
You said y'all not safe.
It's not like y'all,
No.
it won't
No, I
work.
get it. I get it. I get it. But the way you said y'all not safe.
I mean,
But you know
because
what? So, what you said did have me think, right? People are getting into these relationships not because of the person and who they are,
Mhm,
but because of the ability to not have to deal with themselves.
100%.
And as long as they keep finding fault in the person, this is why everybody has to change. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, like and they mask it in, oh, but he, why wouldn't he want to better himself? Like, who are you to say he's not good enough now?
That
Mhm,
part.
mhm,
Like, why do you feel that there's a need for him to want to better himself? I mean, do you have like that much time in your day to where you don't have to work on yourself, so that you're so focused on other people's and their, inadequacies and deficiencies? You know, I
mhm,
think that people who get with other individuals, requiring them to change in order for them to trust them, still needs to be by themselves,
mhm,
because they haven't accepted the ability to change their behavior, so
mhm,
that they can create the different experience instead of requiring the external world to move in a way that is more pleasing to them. As if that's going to ever happen. Society never bend or yielded to any one individual, ever.
Yeah, it's to me, it's like an effort to use someone to fill a void versus self correction.
Yeah.
mhm.
don't use me.
100%.
Fuck that. I feel like you using me. You out of here.
Yo, Bill Withers over here.
Hey, I
Yo,
think,
yo, he's twanning out right now.
I,
He's going twanlistic.
I ain't even gonna play that game. You feel like if I even feel like you using me, yeah, you out of here.
yeah,
I,
but hey, if you go deeper into that, that's a lot of hurt that you carry into the next relationship,
nah,
because you're only,
I ain't current next thing. I just ain't being nobody dummy no motherfucker more. Ain't that's all it is. I'm being smart. I ain't no dummy. I ain't being no dummy or nothing. I'm just being cautious. That's all.
yeah, I mean, you being scared.
No, I ain't being scared. Fuck the scared part.
No, but
Shit.
that what he's saying is what I was alluding to when Trinity asked about trust versus gullibility. Once you get fooled once, you're like, all right, like I tried the Disney version, but now I'm gonna have to go to what I know, and that's people are grimy. And that doesn't matter. That's sex is indifferent. So, you have to really take people at face value. And if someone is showing you that they're untrustworthy, you got to believe them.
I think with that, I get it, and I definitely understand where y'all both coming from. I think for me, it's one of those things where a lot of times when you understand trauma, you realize the red flags are the things we tend to focus on the most as a way based on the hurt. So if I'm looking for red flags, you know what I'm going to find, things to validate why it's a red flag. So where I'm coming from is your perspective.
Hell
If
yeah.
you're looking for red flags in a person, you're going to find them based on those red flags being associated to hurt. So you're not going to take advantage of me when it's like nobody's actually connecting to you to take advantage of you. But as long as you're holding on to that story, you're going to find reasons to validate, oh, she's trying to take advantage of me. When in reality, she could be having her own stuff going on that has nothing to do with you. But in order for you to feel some type of way about something that has nothing to do with you, you have to make it about you. And now you're making her behavior about you, which is only leaving you a victim to how you feel. So now you're like, okay, she's causing me to feel this way. I don't like this feeling. I'm gone. So
That means for her to get that shit together. That's just plain and simple. Shit. Fuck that. She need to get that shit together. If you making me feel some type of way, you get that shit together. If you don't want to get that shit together, that's it. I'll let you. It ain't hard. You know what I mean? It ain't hard at all. Because I'm not going to be sitting up there looking crazy, looking stupid and shit, and you up there feeling old mighty fine. No, hell no. Fuck no. I'm out of here.
Okay, you know what? I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I kind of agree with Twan. Oh, Jesus. All right, so here it goes. I'm a Twan, right? You got to prove yourself to me. You
Right.
got to prove that you got to prove that you are who you say. You got to prove through demonstration, through demonstration who you say you are. Because words alone is not enough for me. People lie. People do it because they're breathing. Some do it because they're blinking. You know what I mean? Others do it because they simply have nothing else better to do. They're broke storytellers, undiscovered storytellers is what I call them, right? So, I'm not going to just take you. It has nothing to do with my past anything. It's just simply who I am. You have to prove yourself through demonstration, just like I have to show up. I don't put anything on me that I don't, on anybody else that I don't think that I can live up to. And I think integrity is something that should be easy. All you got to do is just walk your talk.
Facts. What the brother Najee was saying, he keyed in on something very important, and that's that victimization. Because I think there's a thin line between looking for red flags and recognizing them, or it can be if you have been in a traumatic situation. And in those cases, that's where it's gonna, you're gonna, it's gonna require some intentional healing, so that you can get over that stigma or that trauma. But it's being in a victim state is hard to get out of. But once you're out of it, it's impossible to ignore like legitimate red flags, because you've been trained now. Because now you know exactly what to look for. It's not a if. It's not a well, I'm gonna give this person the benefit of the doubt and they screwed me over. Like definitively, okay, they are trying to victimize me, and I think that's very important to have that level of awareness, specifically when we're talking about like narcissistic tactics, because they are like those type of things are pretty common across the board. What these type of people do.
Are they trying to victimize us, or are they simply expressing their pains and hurt and fears?
Both.
As a victim? Because I don't think I can victimize you if you can never see yourself as a victim.
It's fact. But that's what you got. That's where the eject button comes in at. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim once I'm out of here. But as long as I'm staying in the situation, I'm, being victimized and being a victim is about tense.
Okay.
So someone can be, just like we were talking earlier, we're talking about being offended. Someone can try to offend you, And while you're in their presence, you're still absorbing that energy. It doesn't matter whether or not you respond. But once you leave, then that's when it doesn't matter. That's when you decided, all right, I'm not going to play this role for you. I'm going to stand on business on what I believe, and I'm going to not be a victim and get myself out of this situation.
Yeah, I get it.
So
I
that's
think
why you said that's why they attempt to victimize. The attempt was the operative word that I missed. Okay.
I think
Sometimes,
even
can I intervene?
you go.
Um, Sometimes people can go off of what you have. You know what I mean? They can see that you, let's say they see you driving this, or they see you got this, you wearing this, or you wearing chain, or you got a nice crib, or whatever. Females see shit like that. And when they see shit like that, sometimes some of them females, dollar signs pop in their fucking head. You know what I mean? They feel like they can, or maybe that might be the one they get, or whatever. So some females, they'll try their hand. You know what I mean? And when you see them trying their hand, you see that red flag. Hold up. Get your ass out of my car. Go about your business. I'll let you later. You know what
He's
I
like a
mean?
red flag detector.
But
Boop,
Hey,
boop, 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 boop.
I'm telling you some good shit. That all that asking for money shit when you first meet a nigga, red flag. Get your ass out of here. You know what I mean? You start telling your whole life story, red flag. Get your ass out of here. You know what I mean?
That's a good one.
It's
That's
a lot of
that's
shit.
that's definitely one I've keyed in on recently. Is that attempt to trauma bond instantly?
Yeah.
That
Ain't
shit is
nobody want to hear that
wild.
shit.
Wait a minute. So I never even thought about that. So it's been the experience of you guys that women would rather bond through trauma than bonding through organic like means.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say for all, but
I didn't no, I mean
yeah,
nothing's absolute. I'm just talking about the ones you're referring to. That
yeah,
all
no,
of them.
I've
No,
definitely
no, all of them.
I've definitely experienced that for sure. Like to the point where it's not normal. It's like you need to go seek help because you're telling strangers something that they shouldn't even be accountable for. Like I shouldn't. Like I'll give you. I won't. I'll be specific. I met this young lady, and like the first 3 days, she told me that she had got date ard.
Mhm.
And I was like, like, what am I supposed to do with that information? That's a lot to take on for a stranger. Like, now you're making me responsible for your emotions, and I don't know you.
Why?
Right,
Because,
yeah.
well, because if I'm choosing to still deal with you, if I'm choosing, if this is looking like it's going somewhere, if these are the conversations where I like you, you like me, and it's under the guise of us building a rapport and getting to know each other. If instantly you're telling me about your trauma for me to account for, I have to account for it unless I'm a psychopath.
Yeah.
Wait, are they telling you
No,
to account for it, or so that you can understand? And for me, I don't I think
It's
I'm
like it be out of context. It's when it's out of context is when it's the red flag. It's like we're not even talking about this. It's like you want me to know this not because it's relative to anything that we are currently dealing with. You
it's
want
out
me
of
to
context.
you want me to know this because it's like to soften you up.
yeah. See, I'm a little different, so I can't.
Yeah,
Me
I can't
I'm
personally,
really.
very different. I'm not accountable for nobody's feelings. I'm not
Yeah.
accountable for
me
nobody's
personally,
thoughts or actions. Like you
but
feel how you feel based on your limitations, your fears, and your past unaddressed traumas. I'm not responsible for that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but
I
they'll play that sympathy game though.
no,
they
no,
will.
no. Well, they could play the sympathy
I think
game, but it's like solitaire. They'll be playing by themselves.
That part.
Exactly. That part.
Eject.
Are you done?
See that? Yeah, I'm a
I
little
wouldn't I
different
wouldn't
because
deal I
I
wouldn't deal
don't.
with I wouldn't deal with no person that had dealt with that type of trauma, first of all, because one, I don't want you to try to reflect it back on me.
Okay.
That's what
Two,
happens.
I don't want to turn around and do some shit or whatever, and then next thing you know, it triggers you or whatever. I don't want that type of problems. You understand what I'm saying? So I respect it, but I don't want to deal with that problem. That's a whole nother problem to deal with. You know what I mean? When you bring that into your life. You know what I mean? Because you gotta hold that accountability. And then then you might have to walk on thin eggs when you dealing with a person like that. Real shit. You gotta walk on thin ice, thin eggs, whatever. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with a person like that. You know what I mean? Because certain shit you do, it might triggers. Y'all could be in the bed. You know what I mean? Doing your thing. And shit triggers. You know what I'm saying? Who want to go through something like that? Nobody want to go through nothing like that.
Yeah, because you
Yeah, I
can't
think
truly. I'm
even,
sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say even so. That's kind of interesting because it can go both ways. Because you, if they tell you, then it's like I'm not gonna deal with you. So if they don't tell you, and then something happened and they get triggered, it's like you still got to deal with. So it's like you
Damn
either
if you
won't
do,
tell it
damn
to
if you
you,
Yeah,
don't.
then
but you
you
know
don't.
what? But guess what? At that moment in the beginning, you have a choice. You understand? So if
Yeah.
he finds out in the first 3 days, he has a choice of whether he's going to go on further. But the only reason why he went on further was because he did not have the information that he does now. Which at
Mhm.
that point he still have the choice to say, yeah, no, thank you, I'm good.
That's you're right about that, and I think that's where the game of relationships is why the dynamic is so terrible right now because everybody's doing that. It's like, okay, I'm gonna show you a little bit of me, and then we're just like going back and forth. We're not actually authentically, genuinely being ourselves off gate. Because I think it's more so like the lack of acceptance. But I learned like I just tell people how I am. You either you like it or you don't. Like I'm not gonna try to force you to jump on. You don't have to be a certain way. I'm gonna accept you. You do what you do. This is who I am. And most of the people I don't cut off, I don't eject. I just stay being me. They either gonna stop dealing with me or they're not. Like it's not one of
Mhm.
those things for me where I have to like, okay, if this person, if I see the red flags, then I'm gonna leave them alone. It's like, nah, you want to act that way? You're not about to fool me. I can see straight through it, so we can play the game all you want. But
Mm-mm.
that's just
I ain't
me.
playing that game. Mm-mm. I
No,
ain't playing that game.
you
Fuck
I
out
get
of
it.
here. Eject. Eject.
You
Eject.
don't have to. I
Eject.
get it. You don't
Eject.
have
Get
to.
your ass out of here.
Hey,
Get your
that's what I'm
ass
just saying.
out of here.
I just am me. So it's just like one of those things
No,
where
I get you though, bro. I
I'm gonna
get you.
just be me. I don't you either gonna play or you not. And I think a lot of times when I forgot your name, bro. What's your name?
Rumbling Thunder.
Rumbling Thunder. When he was saying earlier, I think a lot of times there's a lot more. Bro, it's just a lot of trauma. It's so much trauma, and I think so many people are like trying to trauma bond in a sense to where they're opening up, but they don't know how to open up to somebody. And once they feel safe, they almost like just let
Yeah.
it all out. And I think a lot of times that's what that is. I don't think it's a necessary like I'm trying to trauma bond with you so you can be into me. And I think a lot of times when people like women be opening up, but I get them to open up because I know how to ask questions and I'm a safe space and whatnot. And they open up, but it's like it's not trying to trauma bond. It's the fact that damn, I never felt safe enough to tell anybody this. I ain't never told nobody this. And I think a lot of times we misinterpret that as we need to almost like do something about it versus understanding like it's not much we can do, but just be a safe space to understand that that's what they're going through or that's what they experience. But other than like, I need to change my behavior because you went through that, it's almost like, I don't think you have to do that. But I think a lot of times people feel like they have to do that when you don't have to.
That's a valid point. Sometimes people do open up to you because they feel that you are a safe space and they trust you. It's just that And these experiences that I'm talking about, 3-4 weeks, now it comes out in a discussion where to gain leverage, that topic is being generalized. Well, men do are, and I'm proof of it. So whatever you're saying is marginalized now because it's like putting you in that bag.
Oh, I thought you were saying like they open up. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay,
You see what
context.
I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. I see what
And
you're
that's
saying.
like that's very intentional.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking it was like one of those things where it's just like y'all talking, chilling, and they just like not tell you, then just like tell you something like that, and it's like,
No,
okay,
that's a setup, bro. It's a
yeah,
setup for
okay.
later.
What she's doing is that she's trying to pull on his heartstrings, right? But also she's setting him up to fail subconsciously, self-sabotaging. In that she's setting him up to fail because she's putting him on the spot to be responsible for her emotional well-being, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now he has to perform. And the moment he doesn't perform in the way that makes her feel good, now he's going to feel her wrath because he didn't keep up to the standards that she set for him, even though those were never standards he agreed upon for himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is to ensure that she stays in control of who's ending the relationship.
Ding dong. Message.
And don't try and fast talk me either. The hell?
See, hey, y'all speaking of relationship talk. That's why, hey, I learned that's what I'm doing.
You
But I
try and
get it.
fast talk me, that'll
I
get
get
your
it.
ass eject as well.
I got a thought that I wanted to share when
Don't play it.
when bro was talking about people are lacking authenticity, and it's people are conditionally awesome and omissively flawed. So
What
like
you say? What does that word mean? I don't even know. You said omissibly.
I might have made it up. I don't know.
Oh, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, damn, I ain't never heard. That's a tough word. What does that mean? Like, I'm like,
I might have made it up.
hey, if
Let me
it
look.
means something, if you made it up, it's still a tough word, whether it don't or not. I'm like, damn, that's a tough word. Damn, I'm gonna have to use that. Let me learn the context before I use it, though.
Hey, we might be on to something, bro.
Yeah.
So no, like just being omissive about their flaws.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So like they'll tell you how awesome they are, but it comes with conditions. Like if you're this way, if you are this way and this way, then you'll get this awesomeness. But then they're omissive about the flaws that they have, and then when they come out, it's like, don't look over here. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
No, better yet.
What about you?
No, better yet. See, these flaws wouldn't have came about if you didn't do what you. If you.
Hey, that
If
projected like
you.
one. I'm like one every time one is pointing, three is pointing back. So that means you're actually talking to yourself. I'm just there witnessing it. So you're not actually talking to me. Damn, I didn't know that's how you felt. It's crazy in there.
Yeah. In other words, what that translates to is this: I am not authentic. I have low integrity. Not no, but low integrity. And my good behavior and pleasantries comes with terms and conditions.
Because I'm scared, because I need to protect myself, because somebody took advantage of me, and this is the way I learned to protect myself so it won't happen again. Not realizing the hurt you're carrying is the hurt that you're trying to run away from, but you're holding on to it as a way to continue to be scared. You have to heal, you have to connect to how you feel, and then you'll understand the people you attract will be different from the people you connect to now, because you're not connecting from a lacking space, you're connecting from a whole loving, accepting space of yourself. And energetically, you'll see that based on how you interact and connect with other people. But most people aren't doing that, or they're trauma bonding because they don't feel like they're enough.
I'm finding that people are creating boundaries, right? And when you create, when they're creating boundaries, it's I'm creating a circle around me. No one can get to me. So I am at, I extend simply this far, right? So it's Here's my boundaries. You can't get past here. Now, what they don't understand is that the boundaries that they're creating comes with walls, right? Invisible walls that are known as resistance. So, what they're keeping up as walls, they're keeping in and they're also keeping out. So, they're keeping, I hate this camera. So, they're keeping in the love that they have to give because it has nowhere to go because of the the wall. And they're also keeping out the love that they can receive, which is too is blocked by the same wall created by their boundary. But if they would change their hearts and begin to extend themselves as love, extend love, then the boundary becomes more bigger and it can encompass more people of like minded hearts and souls. And with our various minds and different experiences, we can learn so much more from each other without having to debate, agree, or disagree, but simply to just out of curiosity. What did your life come with? Tell me about you. I'm
Right.
interested in knowing what you've gone through and how did you overcome it? How did you feel? Like I'm interested in you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we can build connections. Because when we think we're connecting with other people, we're simply connecting with different parts and pieces of us.
Mm-hmm.
Even when we interact and engage with the difficult people and the aggressive people, we are still connecting with that aggressive and frustrative parts of us.
Mm-hmm.
We're always experiencing us as us. We just have people that allows us to be able to do so. And that's what relationships are about. To experience ourselves as ourselves in the moment that we have opportunity to do so, which is through people.
Big facts. Okay, look at you. All right, that was smooth. I like that one. Hey, that was a bar. And you want to know what's interesting? What I'm realizing too, what I'm really learning about how relationships, how reflective they are. When you get triggered, the same feeling you feel when you get triggered is the same exact feeling that that person is feeling when they get triggered as well. And you guys are literally reflecting one another, not realizing it. And it's like, well, they did this, and then you talk to them, and they're like, yeah, they did, and it's like y'all are doing the same.
The same
Y'all,
exact thing to each other,
y'all are
complaining about
literally
the
talking
same
to
thing.
yourselves and projecting it onto the other person as if they're
Yeah.
responsible for how you feel. When in real life, you already felt that way prior to experiencing them. So how are you making them responsible for how you feel when this isn't the first time you ever felt this way? It don't. But you have to understand. That's why like, when I be talking to people and like having sessions, like it's different when you understand. Like I'm not responsible for how you're saying I'm causing you to feel that. Okay, let me tell you this. Stop feeling it right now since I'm causing you to feel that.
I like that.
Checkmate.
Stop playing.
And it's
Checkmate.
like, no, you still feel it because I'm not responsible. You feel that. I can't make you feel your own emotions. It don't work that way. But we live in a victim
Right.
culture where society's like, oh, he did this, so he made me feel. You made, and it's like, no, your feelings belong to you. Like I can't
Yeah.
make you feel those. Like I can't. I appreciate it, but I can't. I don't want that. Like don't. That's your power. Don't give me your power. Keep it. I help you cultivate it, but it's not. It don't belong to me.
That's facts.
He said, "Stop feeling that."
Like it's
I'm
different.
using that, bro. I'm
Yo, I'm
using that.
snatching it. I'm snatching it like a yogi card. I'm snatching it.
That's all yours. They don't get it. That's why it's different. It's a little different though. It's different with me though, because I'm like, I love women, like especially because they open up, and I know how to do, but I know how to help them heal, like realistic, like real life, where it's like, nah, I'm gonna help you heal because you don't know how to do it. Your mama didn't know how to do it. Your granny didn't know. If they did, they would have taught you. So clearly, you don't know. So let's go unwind and help you connect to how you feel, so that you can stop making other people responsible for it. That's your power. In order to heal, you have to connect to how you feel, not me. It's on you.
I think that's a natural inclination for men to want to play that role with women. But now in today's society, women aren't willing participants or willing students to want to be corrected, which makes it harder or and dangerous Because then you can get to a point where they might be receptive to the things that you're offering in the form of correction until they're not. Till that cognitive dissonance kicks in on one point, to where you've said something that they just can't align with, and now you really see their true self come out. Now they're in full destruction mode.
Mm.
But yeah, big facts.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Ommissively is a word.
Oh yeah, there you go. I like that. I definitely like that.
I looked it up.
Oh, I love my lives. I love my
But
lives.
yeah, you're definitely right about that too, because I've experienced that as well. And it's interesting because the version of them that you think you saw was not the reality. What I learned, it was not the reality of them. It was me projecting me in their experience. Like I would not move. Damn, here I am expecting you to not move like that, but I wouldn't move like that. So you're not me. So what am I doing expecting you to move like that and then being disappointed that you're not moving like that? Why am I putting those expectations on you? Those belong to me. Like I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, it's for me. I'm always responsible for how I feel. I'm always gonna figure out what is this triggering in me so that I can understand what's going on inside of me versus trying to make it about anybody else. But that's just how I am. I know how to really like, okay, if my favorite question to ask myself is why so serious? Like, unless I'm about to die or experience actual pain in this current moment, why am I taking this so serious? What am I scared of? Because clearly, if I'm taking this serious, there must be some type of fear connected to it. What am I afraid of? They're not about to kill me. I'm not about to die. So why am I scared right now? That's really how I connect to things, but I do it a little different.
I have the same technique. Am I gonna die? No.
Yeah.
Am I gonna lose a limb? No. Will I have any of my organs shut down behind this? No. What the hell am I worried about?
Keep pushing.
Good point. So yeah, I like that. I want to address this pinned comment. It's Leia asked, could it be rooted in them wanting a protector more than a partner? Now, I don't remember where that question was written, but I will ask it this way. Do you think that women really truly want protectors? No. Can a man be both a protector and a partner? I'm curious to know that first. Can they be both a protector or a partner? Or is it a thing where in order for them to be a protector, they have to be a leader?
Can it be all three? Well, I think in order to be a leader, you would have to be both. I would think so. But yeah, I think they could be all three.
A partner, a leader, and a protector? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, if I want you to expand on that. Like, how would he look like if he was standing in front of me as a protector, a partner, and a leader?
For you,
No, I mean just as a picture. Like, like we can know what Superman looked like, right? Superman don't
mm-hmm.
look like Superman for me. Superman look like Superman because Superman look like Superman. So I'm asking, like, how would
That's
you
why I was
know?
like, I'm trying to, because I thought you were saying for you. That's what I was asking.
No, like how you said it. Don't make it my
So
stuff.
I would say that's why when you said for me, I was thinking you were talking about for you. That's
Yeah. Oh, what? Oh God, I
how we
forgot
look
you.
like to me.
Oh, damn.
That's why I was
Okay,
like for you.
my bad. I'm used to speaking womanese. All right, so check it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
How would a woman be able to distinguish that a man encompasses all three traits?
I think her when she witnesses how he acts when he gets triggered or how he treats her when he's in it. One would be the protector, and then also her awareness to whenever she's in it, his ability to help her when she's in it, the protector there as well. I think the provider will be the ability to connect or the finances, like whatever they need.
No,
Is
there's
being
no provider. I said protector, partner, and
a
leader.
my
Yeah.
partner. The partner would be being able to connect anytime, like if it's a business thing, you want a business, or if you need help here, being able to have a friendship, being able to help one another is a partnership, I would say. And then Yeah, those two. No.
Well, I want, right before you were, tapped in with this question, I wanted to touch on it because to me, it's kind of rooted in the past. It doesn't apply to now. And the reason why I say that is because it's, this shouldn't be a question that we should be asking. Because if all things were in their correct order, then people will be brought up in homes where they have examples of what these men look like. So if a woman is looking for a protector, it's like, what type of protector are you looking for? Because that can mean really they're looking for a father figure. And when we're talking about partnership, like that's why I say it's kind of outdated, because we're not thinking in that fashion when it comes to relationship. We're coming to the table as individuals, whole. Like it's not about building a partnership. It's about autonomy, really. It's about, trying to mesh autonomous state of beings, which we can see isn't working.
So what would you propose as an alternative?
That's a good question. From just speaking for myself, this is where, biblical practices and following the order of the Most High is important. And, just understanding roles and understanding what those roles look like long term, like the long term implications of stepping out of those roles. Because if you don't, like, for instance, right, there's a lot of hangups about making a man a sandwich. That's the thing, right? So, but it's because that's short term thinking. You're not thinking about giving that man energy so he can go build you a house to live in forever.
You're worried about losing 20 minutes sleep.
Yeah, or really just ego, being, the ego of placed in a submissive role and being dominated. And that's been projected into our consciousness to where everyone has to one up, and everyone has to be the dominant figure. The boss bitch is a thing. I didn't make that up.
Damn, bro, I'm not even gonna lie. That's crazy for y'all, or not y'all, but just people that experience. Because I don't know. Maybe I don't experience those kind of women. I just it's just interesting to me that a lot of people do though, and it's not like
I'll tell you, bro. I didn't experience them until I did. It only take one. It only take.
Maybe they did it. I would say this. Maybe each one does it in their own individual way. I think
for sure.
that could be it. So I'm looking at it from like not cooking, but maybe she's not showing up and sexually or showing. It's like it's somewhere where she's not showing up when you're asking her to. So it could. Yeah, I got you. So that's why I was like, damn, I do. But I would attract them. It's just everybody does it differently.
So if I may, it's not a thing of the sandwich, but everything that has to do with showing up. Because as men, you show up every day as men. So, like without fail, you don't have times when you're off men duty, right? Because at 3 o'clock in the morning, there's a thump downstairs, right? Or there's a window broken upstairs because of a storm and a branch might have crashed through the window. He has to perform as a man. He don't get to say do it yourself. But women, we come at this, like you said, Rumble, that like, nah, I'm not doing it right now. To the extent, what did you say?
It's short term thinking. It's like
no,
oh,
no, it wasn't short. You said something else.
Oh,
go ahead.
I was just saying, well, it's not rooted in long term thinking. It's like ego based.
Ego, that's it.
Yeah.
Ego, yeah. We come with this, this egoic attitude. That's worse, I think. An egoic attitude. Okay, because that comes with a sense of entitlement, self-righteousness. I want the perks and the benefits of being your woman, but I get to determine when I will treat you like my man.
Conditional awesomeness.
Mhm. Yeah,
And bro, like I was like you too, man. And, you know, I was in the military, and I had countless bros that used to come to me, you know, crying on my shoulder, talking about how a woman did them dirty, and I'm like, bro, like who are these chicks y'all coming across? Like, how does this happening? Like, I like some of the stuff was unbelievable, and it only took, you know, one of those types of women for me to come across to put it into context. Like, oh, like this is a mentality.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just one-offs. It's not, you know, someone. I'm not gonna say it's not someone choosing bad, because you know they did choose bad, but it's more of a societal thing that we're dealing with, and you know there's a collective amount of women that are moving like this, you know, in mass.
Absolutely. And I think that's the reason why the relationship space is, again, it's the way it is, because I think a lot of people are trying to be in a relationship, but they don't know how to relate. And I think that's a big issue, because we don't see each other as one another, like as individuals. We see each other as like, okay, you're my partner, so you need to be the way I want you to be, not
No,
let me accept you as you are. And that's where it's like a disconnect, and it just goes all out of whack. And I think a lot of
no,
times
that's where they messed up. That what they did when you said that wrong word right there. Once you be,
what
nope.
what
Once you be what I want you to be. Nope. No,
oh
you
yeah.
won't. You know the fuck you won't. I'll holler at you later. Shit, red flag.
I'm gonna name you Red Flag.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Like you the
Hey,
red flag detector.
hey, I'm gonna be the way I want to be, not the way you want me to be. I'm gonna be the way I want to be. And you either like it, you don't like it. You don't like it, all right, cool. Find daddy. I'll let you later. You know what I mean? Keep pushing. But I'm not gonna be the way you. That's just being a fucking flunky. Let's just put that out there. That's being a flunky, man. You know what I mean? So
A lot
I
of
ain't.
a lot of guys put women on pedestals, though. That be the thing. They put these women on these pedestals, so that whatever the woman say.
I ain't never been in the business of being no flunky. And so
I don't think they put the woman on pedestals. I think they put themselves in position to remain in place.
mm,
The same thing.
Wait,
Nah,
yeah.
wait. I'm
nah,
trying to hold on.
because
Wait, to put themselves in
because if I
position
put
to
something
remain.
on a pedestal, it's because I admire them. If I'm putting myself in position so that I can remain in place, then I am looking out for me. It's not about them.
But you got to think about
Because I know that if I say something wrong or if I step out of place, yo, what's she gonna say? Get out.
yeah, but you got to think from a guy's perspective. They are pursuing the women, like, so they're going after.
Oh,
Like, you
okay.
have to. I have to
Okay.
see. Oh, damn, she fine. Let me go after her. Like,
I see it.
she's the one out of all the ones that I'm going after. So I have to put her on a type of pedestal, because damn,
Uh,
she the one.
excuse
Damn.
me. Damn, excuse me. I thought I was muted.
You turn the camera off, then hit the mute button.
Damn.
Oh my God, I
God, you
just heard
really
everything.
God damn.
It's
That was a big
unbelievable.
one, too.
You turned the camera off and left the mute button.
I done did
Oh,
that before
muted did
too.
not turn the camera off.
It almost sounded like she just. It almost sounded like she turned the mic like real close to her face and like. Blah.
Right. Like, damn.
uh, my bad. Excuse me.
You good?
I was like, oh damn, the mic is open.
I thought, hold up. At first, I thought one of them did it in front of me. I'm like, damn.
Listen, I was gonna keep quiet, right? But no one looked relieved, so I didn't. So no one else could be blamed.
That's funny.
That
I thought
shit
you
was,
had
that
a
shit was
sound
loud.
programmed on your keyboard or something.
That shit was
Sound
loud.
effect.
That shit was, that
I
shit was
thought I
like,
thought I thought a special segment was about to kick off on the show or something.
Too funny.
I thought she did it on purpose when she turned the camera off and she hit that shit. I'm like,
I
what the fuck
did.
was
I
that?
did, but I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong.
You just hit the wrong button. Damn.
Oh my solar plexus. Oh God. Oh.
Now we know. Now you know what the husband got to deal with.
Shut your face. You don't know nothing,
God
Twan.
damn.
Okay. All right. Don't listen. Don't let me bring up
So
old
I know
stuff.
you be hitting that
I'm
shit out
petty.
loud as hell.
Twan, I'm petty. Twan, I'm very petty. Okay. Tread lightly. On listen.
Oh, I'm being
Okay.
petty right now. You hit that
Walk
on
on
some
thin
petty.
eggs. All right. You better walk on thin eggs, homie.
That was
Let me
atrocious.
walk with the next.
That was serious.
What was he talking about?
What did Rodney
I
King
don't,
say?
I don't even know anymore.
What did Rodney King say?
That shit was serious. That sounded like a grown ass man.
Ouch. Ouch. Ooh.
I ain't gonna lie. That's why I thought it was one of y'all that did that shit. It was a grown ass woman over there.
You know what, Twan? You lucky
All
I
right,
had
all right.
you lucky
All
I
right.
had thousands of hours of therapy. Because I might have felt some kind of way.
It ain't my fault. You the one hit it. Thought you hit the mute button.
You sound like you hating. You hating? You sound like
Hit
a
the mute
hater.
button, all right.
You hating. You
It was the
hating.
service button. No, I'm messing with you. Go ahead, Trey. I'm got you. I'm good.
After you done weaken me with laughter, you gonna give me the floor? I ain't got nothing left. What's
Oh
wrong with
man, I bet you
that? That is
wouldn't.
evil. You are
I
such an
bet you.
evil,
I bet you
evil
wouldn't.
man.
That was something terrible.
I don't care, but it felt good on my end.
I know it
It
did.
felt good. As long as it's out of me. Y'all can have that. For y'all now. It's y'all. It belongs to y'all. You're welcome.
Right, man. Where your husband at
Are
right
y'all
now?
done? Look,
Where,
are y'all done?
where
There
your
you go.
husband at right now?
There you go.
Minding his business away from you. In the living room, listening to me, listen to his wife embarrass him. That's where he's at right now. He's like, I told this damn woman to keep it classy.
Oh man.
That damn woman don't listen to nothing I say.
Oh damn.
She like Jonah, just want to go her own damn way. That's gonna end up in the belly of a well one day. Then she gonna be like, "Baby, help me." I'm like, "No, take it up with God."
Oh man. All right, I'm done.
Oh,
What
I'm
was
glad. I'm gonna mute and calm down. I'm gonna do both things this time.
uh what was the topic again?
Man,
I ain't gonna lie. I forgot.
bro, I forgot. I forgot what we were saying.
we was on her burping.
The topic is the goddamn pin thing, y'all daggone. You know what? I'm gonna change the question. So, because y'all slow. So what's the topic again? It's like right the hell there. Right there. It's right
Oh yeah,
there.
I did. I explained it. I explained my end. I explained it for me, and I think who had to go next? Anybody go after?
I said it. I already said mine. I said hell no.
Nah, what the heck with it. So here we go. I got questions, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, my chest hurt. Hold on. I can't breathe.
Mm,
All right, so check it.
I'm down. We
What,
need
if
you.
anything, would it go ahead, Twan?
No, I said we need you here. Don't down on us now. Let's go. Let's go. What you were saying?
All right, we're gonna make believe it's your idea that I start talking. All right, so what would it take for the naysayers? Like if it was at all possible. Twan, I'm gonna need you to go deep into your imagination space.
Mm.
Okay, I need you to make it up. You know, I need you to tap into your inner child. That time when you thought you were Batman and you jumped off the furniture
Mm-mm.
and bumped your head. I need to
Mm-mm.
go deep into that, into the crevice of your imagination and reside there, right? And answer from that space. What, if anything, would be an incentive for you to agree to a long distance relationship with a woman?
Yeah, all right. I almost choked on that one. You ain't got to worry about it because they ain't gonna never have.
10 billion for 10 billion for the win.
Hell, no, it
Drizzle,
ain't
drizzle,
gonna happen.
baby.
10 billion to do a long distance relationship.
Mm-mm. I don't give a
They
fuck
ain't
how
say it had
much.
to be. It can be open. They ain't say it had to. Oh,
Mm-mm. Oh,
she just said relationship. She ain't say what type of relationship.
Drizzle,
yeah, what
drizzle,
type of
baby.
relationship? What type of relationship? Let me ask that question. What type of relationship? Hmm?
Can't be serious.
Oh, Daryl, I said long distance.
But is it
Oh,
open? Is it closed? Is it
right. Is it open,
is it
closed?
a poly? Whatever they be saying.
Okay, I want to make it difficult. Okay,
Monogamous.
poly is easy. Open is easy.
Mhm.
Those two are incentives.
Oh, no.
And how long of a long distance will this be?
My Lord have mercy.
Yeah, how long?
Long enough,
So,
longer far away. Like far enough for it to be long distance, dude.
No,
We
I'm talking
good.
about like the amount of years, like time. Like how do
you want to know how long he gonna be under
No,
contract?
no. To consider it is like right now.
I'm
oh,
good. I ain't considering a long distance relationship shit.
Yeah, I can tell
I'm
you,
good.
like, I had for years swore off of long distance relationships, and then I broke my rule, and I'm going through it right now because of it. I'll
See?
never do that shit again, ever.
See?
Drizzle,
See?
drizzle, drizzle. That's it. If you want me to consider it, drizzle, drizzle.
Mm-mm. See? I knew I was right on my answer. Mm-mm. You know,
Because otherwise,
yeah,
like, it's not a serious thing to me.
you
yeah.
know,
I realized I did my fair share of the long distance.
now if you said something like Philly, that
Like
ain't nothing.
who?
That's
Like
Like who?
who?
Philly.
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 How far is that
Yeah.
from you?
A
That ain't number
block. A
30.
block away.
That ain't
Oh,
number 30 minutes and some change. Shit.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
That's not
Yeah.
he's
long
in the same
distance,
state. The
man.
same. She
No,
talking about
no,
remote.
no. They're different states because he's in Maryland. Philly is
Oh,
in Pennsylvania. But that's like me saying Jersey. Like
Yeah,
really?
no, that's
And I'm
close.
and I'm in New
yeah,
York
that's not.
City.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not.
that don't count, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
don't
not.
count.
45 minutes. 45
Right.
minutes. Outside of 45 minutes, it's a wrap.
Right. If you anything else like Los Angeles and all on the other side of town, hell no. Yeah, I how explain it, sure.
That's 45 minutes without traffic.
Yeah, because I start thinking you ready to start asking for money. Mm-mm. We good. We definitely good.
Does she ask for money first, or you just start to think she about to start asking?
No, she gonna start. Believe me, she gonna start. She
what
on
you
the
gonna
other
start?
side.
What you gonna start with, Torn?
She gonna start. She gonna start with something. First, it's gonna be like, can I
Uber
hold a
Eats?
100?
What you gonna ask you for? Uber Eats?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Can you Uber Eats me some money? You know what I mean? So I can something to eat and all that other good shit. Then next thing you know, it's gonna go from there. Can you buy me these shoes? I seen these shoes and shit. Can you send me a couple of
Damn,
bitch,
Twan.
where your money at? Where the fuck is your money at? You know what I mean? You keep calling me about money. Where the fuck your money at? Fuck that. Mm-mm. Them long distance relationship, money gonna start coming involved. Believe me.
Mm.
Believe what I'm telling you. If you don't
I,
believe that, something wrong with you.
mm,
She gonna start asking for a couple of dollars. It's
Um,
gonna go from,
I don't
you know what
think.
I mean? She needs some weed money.
you, Trinity, you remember what I said earlier? Like, virtual relationships to me ain't nothing but cyber pimping.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that had me cracking up. And
She
then he
needs some.
explained what cyber
Wait,
pimping
for real?
was.
Wait, what is
Yeah.
that? Wait, what? Wait, what be going on? Y'all be sending Y'all be sending these women like 90-day fiance? Y'all be
Nah, I ain't sending them nothing. Y'all lost your
y'all be tearing
goddamn
it up
mind. I
like
ain't sending
that?
nobody nothing.
Oh, heck.
Never that.
I'm just
Oh, I'm
telling
like,
you.
they can
I'm
ask.
just telling you.
You can
I'm
ask me
just
for
telling you. That's what's
a
going to come into
dollar.
play. I'm telling you,
No,
that's what's gonna come into play. They're gonna start asking for money. Them long distance joints, yeah, you best believe money gonna come into play sooner or later.
you can ask me for a dollar, and I have the choice to say yes or no. So I know if I don't got it to spend, and I'm not comfortable giving it out because I
When you
don't give it
start
out
asking, that's
expecting
a
it back.
red flag. No, when you come out your mouth about money, that's a red flag off the break. I'll let you later. And that's not start nothing. We ain't gonna start sending you this, and then next thing you know, you coming back again. You asking for this, and hell no. We ain't gonna start nothing before we ain't gonna get there. Let's scratch that out right there and there. Go, carry your ass on down the street. Plain and simple. Let's get rid of that problem.
I
You know what I mean?
understand.
Let me ask you a question, Tuan. Oh God.
Mhm.
Hold on, let me put on my bulletproof vest. I can already feel the shots firing in my direction. But I'm gonna take my chances, you know.
Very likely.
I know. I'm walking on thin eggs. I understand. I got it. Right.
Trinity, you funny.
Hold up, I
Right.
gotta fix me another sandwich for this one. Go ahead.
Is there a time limit where it's okay for the woman to start asking you for money? Like, let's say, because I have to be like overly exaggerated with you because you're just like way out there. Let's say you guys are together for 5 years and she hasn't
Oh,
asked you for nothing for 5 years. But 5 years and one day, day one, she asked, Twan, can you put like can I have $20 so I can put some gas in my tank? How is that gonna go?
no, I mean 5 years. If you ever get 5 years, you should have been starting for money within 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Bruh.
just saying, I'm talking about
Beginning, first couple of
in
days.
the first beginning. You know what I mean? You just met me. 2 days later, you asked me for some money. No, fuck no, hell no. That's out of the question. That's red flag. That's red
Nah, yeah,
flag.
that's
That
wild.
tells you right then and there. You know what I mean? That's what that is. She ready to start asking for money. That's what she's looking for. She's looking for somebody to take care of her. You know what I mean? No, sir. Hell no. Mm-mm.
That's wild, man.
That's real. And you
That's
got
flagrant.
females that do that. Want to start asking for money in the next couple of days. You met her last night. 2 days later, she can't get no money to get where she need to get to, or she can't get no money to get where she need to get. Let me hit my Baltimore friend. Hell no. Get the fuck out of here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, nope. I try. I holler at you later. That's a red flag. That's telling you keep it pushing, baby. I'm telling you some good shit.
That's so funny.
Cause if you don't, you gonna be the money grab. You know what I mean? She gonna feel like she can
Sponsor.
try that shit every moment. She texting you. Can you send me a copy of that? What? No, not in the first beginning. No.
So what's the time frame in which it's accent? Damn, I'm
Shit.
so.
I
And
mean,
what's the time frame that asking for money is acceptable?
at least give it a good 6 months to a year or something like that before you start asking a nigga for some money or something. Let a nigga get used to you or something. Don't you know what I mean? Don't let a nigga, you know what I mean? Don't just come straight off the gate, you know what I mean, asking a nigga for money off the breakaway. You know what I mean? You done fucked up. You done fucked your whole chances up.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait a minute, Tuan. It takes you 6 months to a year to get used
Cause
to somebody.
you better have your own fucking money before you start asking me for money. Cause I'm like the fucking Grinch. No, you ain't getting shit. No, I'll let you later. Come on. I'm like one of the fucking Jews. No, shit. You know what I mean? I gotta know who you is before you start asking me for some motherfucking money. Don't
That
start
part.
thinking you gonna ask me for some money off the breakaway. No, you
You
lost
might
your
have a crack
goddamn
addiction.
mind.
You might have a crack addiction. Damn.
You made the girl of all
Definitely
things a
right.
crackhead.
You might
I ain't making a
Yeah,
crackhead.
Not
that's
you, Tuan. No, not you, Rumble. Rumble made her a crackhead.
asking a stranger for money is some crackhead shit. If I just met you and you asking me for some money, that's some crackhead shit.
And you got people that do it though. You got females that do that shit. They met you last night, 2 days later, they feel like they can't. They ask you for a couple dollars. What the?
Yeah,
Why are you
nah,
asking for money? I don't even know you like that.
but
Like how
Twan, you
dudes,
gotta
that's
remember
wild.
you gotta remember you be walking around with the cash and all the money, so you be letting the girls know you got the money.
I don't give a shit what I walk around with. That don't mean for you to be asking, because my money is my money.
This is mine. It's in my hand, not yours.
Yeah, this belongs to me, not you. I work for this, not you. Shit.
Yo,
I ain't work.
Tuan.
I ain't
Tuan, look
work
at the
for it to give it away. Shit.
Tuan, look at the pin comment. Is that what you hear? Read it.
Yo.
You text her what you doing, and she say
Trying
trying to
to.
figure out how
I'm gonna pay this
I'm gonna
white girl.
pay my. Oh hell yeah! Oh
Yeah.
man!
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah!
sorry I bothered you.
Lord,
I'm sorry
I
I
done
bothered.
heard that before too.
Let me let you get back to that.
Let me ask you this one drink right here. I done heard that before.
And what you say?
That's what you trying to do. I'm trying shit. I gotta pay my motherfucking car insurance. What you talking about,
That
man?
part. That part. Uh,
Hey,
I hit him with the damn. I feel you.
I
I
feel
feel you.
that. That's what I'm here. I feel you.
I
I gotta
feel
pay
you.
my
I
car
got
insurance.
XYZ going on too. Shit, it's
Right.
hard out here.
So as soon as I hit you with that shit, you know not to ask me. Don't even fix your lips to come this way and ask me for something. Cause when a motherfucker say shit like that, that's the next fucking word. Well, can you help me with my light bill? Hell no, I don't live there.
I got some candles over here. You
Right.
know,
I don't live over there.
if they get too bad, I'll come bring you some candles. Let me
The
know. Hit me
fuck?
up.
Mm-mm.
I don't want you to be in the dark.
Yeah, I holler at you later. You better tell your boyfriend to do it, or that nigga that nigga you let sleep in the back door. So you better ask that nigga the door. Shit, I ain't doing
Tuan, your script is so fluent. It sounds like you've had experience with this.
That's why it's so funny. I'm like, hell no.
Trying to figure out how to pay my rent. That's a
So
good one.
I'm witnessing his facial expression whenever he
Yo,
it.
read the text message or he heard. Like,
Mama, hey,
he went
I'm
back
telling you
there.
some
This
good
real.
shit.
He went back there. That space and time. He was
Hey,
there.
Yeah, it
I'm
did.
telling you some good shit. You got people that sit there and do shit like that, ask you for money. I'm looking at it like, motherfucker asking me for money. I'm looking at that. You know I got two phones. So I look at my other phone like,
But hold on, this is the crazy thing, though. This is the crazy
I'll
thing.
do this one. I'll do one of these numbers.
This is the thing that lets you know this bro is not off his rocker. Like this young lady, Layla, asked a very specific question
Mm-hmm.
that I'm assuming she knows is common. That's a relatable question.
yeah, I see the meme.
Man, you know that's hey. I'm trying to tell you some good shit. People that ask that type of question all the time. Shit. Well, they ask their cable bill. Oh, my cable bill get cut off. It over there. Okay.
You got a library card?
Hey, you want to know what's
You
crazy?
wait. Did you pull out the library
You
card?
better get a library card.
Oh my god.
Join a book club or something.
You know what's crazy? The fact that there's a lot of guys out there who's actually doing this. Like women are, that's why they're comfortable with doing it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's okay for them to do it. But there's guys that are, hey, cash up you $50. Like the guys are giving them money off gate.
Mm-hmm.
So then
Yeah.
they trying to come to you like, oh, I see on Instagram. Let me, girl, you need to, if you want a man, they got these women podcasts just like they got the man podcast. You need to tell him off gate. I need $50. I need, and if he say, then girl, you know he not. It's just like, bro, what the?
Yes.
Well, I guess I'm not
Wow.
that. And I ain't sending you $50. I got that in my pocket, but I guess I ain't that for you. I ain't listen. I'm not saying a motherfucker asked me for some money straight off the breakaway, and I just met you. Hmm, baby, you got a sad thing coming. Cause
Facts.
you better keep it pushing, cause I'm telling you some weird shit. I'm gonna start telling you about your goddamn self then. Fuck you keep asking me for money for? I don't know you. Keep it moving. What the fuck? This ain't the motherfucking handout. I ain't a rapper. I ain't gonna just give you 20, $30, and you know what I mean? Nah, fuck all that.
Now, I'm
I
about to
keep
tell you the saddest story ever.
I keep my money in my pocket and keep it pushing.
I ain't got it.
Exactly. Don't pay attention when I'm driving. That's gonna fool the shit out. That that shit gonna fool the shit out you. You pay attention to what I'm driving? Yeah, that shit gonna fool you. Keep on paying attention to that. And think you won't get something. Cause a nigga drive a Jag or a nigga drive an Audi. Keep on paying attention to that. That shit gonna fool the fuck out you.
Twan, you have officially become Uncle Twan of his and Her Yang Media TV. Uncle Twan. You are that Uncle Twan at the barbecue that is just like angry. And man, you got a whole lot on your mind, and you
Yes,
got the
indeed.
heart to tell it, and you ain't got nothing but time, space, opportunity, and an entertainable audience
Cause
like
I'm getting
me.
tired. Cause you know what? I'm getting tired of these motherfucking females keep doing this bullshit. Don't keep doing that shit. Yeah, man. You want to get to know a nigga? Get to know a nigga on some real shit. Don't get to
Wait,
know
wait,
trying
wait,
to
wait,
nigga.
wait, wait. I'm sorry. Are you talking smack with a bag of uts in your hands?
Right.
Hey, I'm fire,
It's the
especially with
truth.
sour cream and onion.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, get to know a nigga on
It's
some
the
real
best thing in
shit. Don't get
Maryland.
to know a nigga on some bullshit or try to get a nigga know a nigga on their pockets or something. Or you paying attention with a nigga driving, then you decide you want to get to know a nigga. Mm-mm.
Uh,
That's the
I,
same nigga that tried to holler at you in the club and you all that good shit that y'all be doing. But soon as y'all see a nigga, then y'all want to holler. Nah, mm-mm. You
it,
want to
it,
get to know, or you get to know a nigga, get to know a nigga. Stop playing them dumbass games.
but what bro is saying though, I mean, in some instances, bro, we really can't even blame them. We got to blame the dudes that's enabling this behavior.
True indeed. True indeed.
Like they the ones out of pocket.
They say it ain't tricking. You ain't got. I
They
bet it
lied.
If
ain't.
you got
They
I
lied.
bet. Yeah, I bet it
They
ain't.
lied. Somebody lied to you.
Yeah,
They
because
still tricking.
if you think you gonna trick over this motherfucker way, you gonna trick your ass out of here. Cause I'm gonna trick you before you think you gonna trick me. You trick the fuck out you. Keep it pushing. Cause soon as you start talking that money shit, I holler at Cleo. I you done fucked up. You said the wrong shit. Ain't no need to be talking.
Yeah, now I'm looking at you a different lens, faux show.
Hmm.
but I'm about to have to go.
But that's the number one factor though.
I appreciate this. Hey, Trinity, I
Yes,
appreciate it for doing this again. I missed this. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that
definitely.
But
What?
thank y'all for having me. I'm Najee. You can follow me on IG at Healing with Najee. And on all platforms at Healing with
don't
Najee.
pay attention to that Najee, yo, cause Najee always leave he always leave early before the broadcast is over. So he always do that. We did that with him. Oh, this is
Nah, I be had. I gotta get my hair braid. I'm like, hey, I
no,
was
I'm fuck
supposed to
with
be
you,
done
bro.
at 7:30, but I'm like, nah, I enjoy it, so it's just like it's cool.
But I got a
But
confession to make. My
yeah,
battery died.
good job. Hey, it worked out. You
as,
know, the
as
universe is
usual,
hey,
every show, my battery dying.
it's
Mm-hmm.
So,
good. It worked
Dad,
out.
Dad, why we gotta get so close to be like, mm-hmm. Oh, don't, ew. What's wrong with you? You're not from New York. You can't get that close. Like, you what? You feeling froggy? You want to
No,
leave?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready to go get smoky again. So
Hey,
that's a good time.
yeah, I'm about to probably about to smoke or take some more pills. But
Well, I'm
All
gonna
right.
go take a nap. I've been on live for like over 12 hours.
Wow.
I'm done.
Well, I guess that's good for the host, the co-host, the other co-host, and the co-host.
There you go. Hey, I'll
So
just do it this way.
I guess we'll see y'all next Wednesday,
Yes,
9
sir.
o'clock. You want to
Pleasure
follow
meeting y'all, man.
Najee?
Likewise.
You want to
So
follow my
go
man
ahead.
Najee, Trinity. What's my man's name again? Down
Rumble.
I'm rumbling
Rumble,
thunder.
Rumble with Thunder, and myself is Cut 43 on IG. So if you want to follow any one of us, follow us. But
How you gonna
it's
say follow us and only give your contact information?
well, get y'all contact information. Golly, some of y'all guys
Get one with
already up
Najee.
there.
You can hit me up
Duh.
right here in the comment section. That's what y'all can do.
Now I'm about to
But
put
yeah,
Get
mine in
these
the comment.
numbers
Oh,
up.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Get these numbers up. Subscribe
yeah,
so that
subscribe.
you can like get
Appreciate
my numbers up, and
it.
also hit that notification bell so that you will get notified when we do. Maybe we might want to do a pop-up, a pop-up live or something like that, because we got number time, space, and opportunity, and angry Uncle Twan, to keep us entertained. And then we got the healing Najee to keep us balanced. And then you got the insane me for actually hosting this all. And then you got participating Rumble Thunder dude.
Appreciate it, Rumble.
Not a problem.
Thank you, man.
So,
Appreciate the
you know,
comment.
follow us. But we'll see y'all back here 9 o'clock Wednesday. Beat us there. Don't meet us there. That's
Yeah, y'all can Google me.
Oh yeah. I forgot about it.
You know what?
like,
Come back. You know what? Come back Wednesday, and then you can give all your information.
For sure.
right.
That'll
Awesome.
And
work.
everybody,
Until then, in between time, what you say, Najee? Stay what?
Stay spiritually, magically. There it is, magically delicious and spiritually redefined. I'm on it. See, I
There
gotta
you
tune in.
go.
It's been so long. I gotta dial it back in.
That's okay, but it's like riding a bike. You
Yep.
might think, but you had
Yep.
it going. Later,
Appreciate it.
guys.
All
Peace,
right.
later.
peace.